6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans. Well, it's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is, but to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
It's a pickup.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Draw play. This is Henry. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. The big man, P.J. Hall, had the path to the QB there.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. The kick by Joseph is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. The first carry now. This is Johnson. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Watson going to Stills, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter.
Makes the score Titans 10, Texans nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Brings up 2nd and
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier. He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Adoree Jackson deep for Tennessee. That's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
The ball carrier.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
On 2nd down, it's Henry, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Zach Cunningham.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Last year's All-Pro punter Brett Kern comes on for Tennessee as he's on to punt for Tennessee. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
34 yards.
It's a gain of 34. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. It's complete to Fuller. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Out of the gun, Watson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 30. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
No problem there on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. On 2nd and 9, Watson, screenplay, Johnson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Watson on 3rd down. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
1st down.
2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Derrick Henry. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Don't want to.
No, but Don't let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Throwing on second and long. Watson, he's letting it fly for Cooks. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Christian Fulton, the rookie, picks it. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Henry works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Ball carrier.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any point. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. This is Henry. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Titans were number 1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year, 77%. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, but now it's 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Henry, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That was the kind of play that this defense needed because it has not been a good half for them on that side of the football. Maybe they can use that one to regroup a little bit and start to play a little bit better.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's Johnson. Daquan Jones in on the tackle there.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Intercepted. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in the game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Brings up
second down at 4.
The 10-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Winston. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give the tackle there to Keon Crossan.
1-yard gain. Brings up second.
On 2nd and 9. Winston. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. This is intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
Intercepted by the Texans. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And that going to hit in the end zone as we restart things here in the second half with a touchback. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
At the 25-yard line.
Uncorks one for Davis. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
Incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
32-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, Charles, the good news, they got the stop defensively. The bad news, this is a huge hole that they're in right now. How do they start to dig out of it?
That's a great question because we're not even going to talk about how do they win it, right? We want to see how they can kind of claw back and at least make themselves feel better about the game because this one is likely out of reach, but maybe one possession at a time. Try and play a little bit better and have some respect when you come out of the game.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and now it's second down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Open man, the tight end fails. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. To the air yet again, Watson eluding the pressure right. This is caught, it's Cooks. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
26-yard line.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Being chased out left.
Number 4, Deshaun Watson on the keeper. A gain of 7 yards.
And an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Harold Landry able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the left hash, this from 37. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Winston. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And all this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the 2nd straight play. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. On 3rd down, Winston. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now it's Henry. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Great tackle that time by P.J. Hall.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Now it's the backup Tannehill. trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
And my goodness, another interception. Christian Fulton, the rookie, picks it. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Henry, the ball carrier. Zach Cunningham on the tackle. A gain of 2 makes it 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Nothing.
The Titans on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run with Henry. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this will be taken at the 13. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use it. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. It's picked up by the Titans. And they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
On 1st down, Watson. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And that's complete to Cooks. And he goes out right around the 39. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Watson now to throw. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting him.
0.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 16. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It was Rashaan Evans there to put a nice hit on it.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now on 2nd and 13, Watson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Adam Gotsis, the Aussie, with a sack. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Operating from the gun, Watson. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0.
The kick is good.
You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And the Titans are going to recover the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 39 yards there, a big one. The Titans were number 1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year, 77. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Steps away to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. It's picked up by the Titans. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go do the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
Final score,
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Titans, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Texans, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash.